This week from Crumbl Cookies, Kevin and I are going to be trying the chocolate cupcake, cookie dough, monster featuring M&M's Candies, lemon bar, and cinnamon scone.
When it's scone, it's gone, and never
Scone, as in bone.
The cookies it was $15.99 for a 4-pack. Specialty is what it's, everything's specialty. So $15.99 for a 4-pack, and then a single cookie is $4.49. Do they sell anything that isn't specialty? They're all called specialty, aren't they? So then you have to pay for tax and all that, and so that's going to be different in whatever state you're in. The review is late today because Crumbl was late. So if we're late, chances are it's Crumbl that's late. So
yeah, the monster wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, they open at 8 o'clock in the morning. Kevin actually walked through the door at 8:40, and at 8:40 they said they hadn't made them yet. So it was going to be at least another half hour, and so that's why we're late today. So because they were late. So anyway, the first one, and I'm dressed like the sun. I'm representing the sun.
Right, like the sun.
Did you not think they would have an eclipse cookie?
I know. I mean, I guess the chocolate and the lemon are kind of a dark yellow. I don't know.
That's not what they were thinking at all. No, they didn't. They forgot.
They forgot.
They forgot. Okay. Chocolate. This is actually called chocolate cupcake. It is a vanilla sugar cookie with fudge frosting and chocolate sprinkles. And I want to just taste the cookie first with no fudge frosting to see if it tastes like a cupcake.
I'm guessing no. I'm guessing it just tastes like sugar cookie.
It tastes a lot. It does taste a lot like a regular sugar cookie. You do get that flour. I don't know why they're calling it a cupcake because it does not taste. It doesn't have a cupcake flavor. You know, things are distinctly birthday cake or cupcake flavored. We've had cereals that were cupcake flavored, and they have more of a vanilla flavor. This is just, I think, their traditional sugar cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With chocolate frosting on it. Mm-hmm. It is good though.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cupcake part, that's just a marketing hype. To name it something fancy.
Well, then don't go in with those expectations. Lower your expectations. The chocolate, what do you think the chocolate tastes like?
Just chocolate frosting. It's really nice. I like it. It's very sweet. It's not bitter or it's not a darker chocolate or anything like that. It's really nice.
It reminds me of Duncan Hines.
I can see that.
Which I like.
It's good.
I like Duncan Hines. I have no problem with Duncan Hines.
Base chocolate frosting that you buy and put on a cake or whatever.
Yes, so it's very nice. It's thick. It's well baked. Yep. It's not ooey gooey. So for those of you that don't like ooey gooey, I think it's perfectly baked. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It tastes like a Duncan Hines chocolate frosting on a sugar cookie. Yeah. Very nice.
I think they mix their own frostings, but still.
They probably do, but that's what it reminds me of. We always try during reviews to say this reminds us of the... Yeah, so people can imagine that flavor themselves. Yeah. Because most people have had that frosting. Okay, this is the cookie dough. It is a brown sugar cookie topped with cookie dough, buttercream, and cookie dough pieces.
Yeah, these cookie dough pieces look like those cookie dough bite things, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. I wonder what brand they're using.
Mm-hmm. This is a firmer, denser cookie.
It's cold.
Yeah. But even cold sometimes it's not dense. This one's dense.
This one is gritty, and I like that. Mm-hmm. Like sugar grit. Do you get that?
The frosting is, for sure, yeah. And I do get that kind of raw cookie dough kind of flavor.
Mm-hmm. If you tilt it, just so, you can see like where it's glistening, and you can see the little pinpoints of sugar in there. I think it's delicious.
It's very good. If I didn't know any better though, I would swear that was the same base as the chocolate one. This is sugar cookie is what it tastes like.
I didn't try it without the frosting, so I don't know.
It's just, in general, that cookie doesn't taste much different than just a basic cookie.
Well,
It's good.
and I've always wondered when they call something a brown sugar cookie. Almost all cookies have brown sugar. So when they say brown sugar cookie, does that mean this one in particular has more brown sugar?
Or is it just made with brown sugar?
Yeah, but most cookies are made
Sugar
with brown
cookies
sugar. A lot of cookies, though, are made just like chocolate chip cookies. You put brown sugar, almost every recipe I do, cookies, I'm putting brown sugar. So what makes this brown sugar, you know, I would assume it has more in it. And it is very sweet.
It is sweet.
And it does have that grittiness to it.
But you wouldn't put brown sugar in like a sugar cookie. Just a plain sugar cookie.
Right.
That's just sugar.
Right.
So maybe that's the difference.
Yeah.
So you got a plain sugar cookie and a brown sugar cookie, which has brown sugar instead of regular
There
sugar.
you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
He figured it out.
I don't know.
This is Monster. It's a monster cookie featuring M&M's candies. It's a peanut butter cookie, which I'm excited about.
You can smell it.
Peanut butter cookie with M&M's, oats, peanut butter chips, and semi-sweet chocolate chunks. And this is the one that we waited on.
He said it was just coming out of the oven. Do you mind if I give you one right out of the oven? I said, no, please. Yes, please. You can give it to me.
Well,
It's not that hot, though.
no, the description of it on the Crumbl Instagram said warm.
Yeah.
So it's.
But I think it's a difference, though.
You think it's a difference right out of the oven and them keeping it under a warmer?
Because I think what they do is they let the cookies rest after they come out of the oven, and then they, like after a certain period of time of resting, then they'll put them in a warmer to keep them warm or whatever, or cold or whatever. Because they've told me that before. It's like, well, this will be ready. They'll be ready in like 5 minutes, but they have to set or rest or whatever, and there'll be another 10 minutes. So, yeah. So I think he was just asking me, is it okay if I give it to you without the resting time? Yeah.
The texture of that one is exceptional.
Yeah, it's
to
really
me.
nice. Yeah. It's not too oaty. I think that's what they got right.
Yes, you really do taste the peanut butter. I didn't get any M&M flavor at all.
No, you get like they're there, you can see them.
But
I don't
that's
taste
funny because normally with these cookies, I'll tell you, anytime I can taste it, I'll tell you, you can get that M&M. M&Ms have a very distinct chocolate flavor, and normally I get that. I didn't get that at all. I mean,
I made sure I gave you one.
But truly, I'm not seeing a lot of M&Ms.
There are some in there, and I made sure I gave you one. So.
I did not get any
Yeah.
M&M flavor, but I do love the texture's 5 out of 5 texture,
Really good.
and that peanut butter flavor is. It really shines in this more than it has seemed in other monster cookies.
I agree. It's more of a peanut butter oatmeal cookie than a monster.
Yeah, but
It's really good, though.
I like it. I think it's very nice. Yeah, and by them saying semi-sweet chocolate chunks, I thought, oh, I'm really going to taste that. I didn't get a lot of the chocolate in general from the M&Ms or the chocolate chunks. I just didn't get a lot from it. It's mainly, like you said, peanut butter and oats.
Yeah, they're there. I mean, you can see them, and it's even a little. I mean, look, see little pieces of chocolate M&M in there. It's just not a strong flavor,
Right.
compared to the peanut butter.
Now, they're calling this one a lemon bar, and it's still a cookie, but it is a lemon cookie with lemon bar topping and powdered sugar.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I want to taste this cookie by itself. It has a lemon flavor.
The cookie.
Yeah. It would remind you, if you've ever bought those Tate's Bake Shop, they have some lemon cookies. That would remind you of that lemon flavor. It's a very pleasant lemon flavor.
The cookie itself is kind of got a chewiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not chewy in a bad way, just more dense and chewy. It's a cold cookie though.
It's cold, yeah. I love the topping.
It's very good. It's not. I like it that they didn't go really sharp lemon. It's got a little sharpness there, but it's not like really sour or anything like that. It's really very sweet.
No, yes, it's very sweet. It's like a lemon candy.
Almost, yeah. It's almost that level.
Because it's so sweet.
It's nice.
Yeah, it would remind you of some kind of a lemon candy that you would have. But I love the combination of. I love it that it's cold. And that's a good flavor for us to have something cold, and I think it goes really well together.
Yeah, it's really good cookie.
Yeah, that's nice. The last one is a cinnamon scone.
I
Now,
always have trouble doing these.
this one has me really curious because Kevin and I have had scones. I mean, we've had the real deal. We've had afternoon tea at Kensington Palace, so we've had scones. So what is Crumbl's interpretation of that going to be? Because it says a cinnamon scone cookie with melted butter and cinnamon buttercream. So I'm going in with big expectations if you put that word. If you're going to use that word.
Well, I mean, it has to be an interpretational one because the scone is
They don't
it's
even
like
have-
a biscuit.
Yes, and we didn't have cinnamon. No cinnamon with the
No, we had berry ones.
Okay, so I want the cookie.
That's what I got. That reminds me more of their, almost like the cornbread flavor. It
Yeah.
doesn't have that texture. It doesn't have that grainy texture, but
It tastes. It
tastes like
reminds
cornbread.
you of the cornbread, not scone. It makes me wonder if the
that's more cornbread.
people who write up the descriptions don't actually taste the cookie, and if they have okay, let's look at all this list of words that we haven't used to,
Let's make up one.
Let's just use one just to sell a cookie to make it sound good, like cupcake. We'll put that, it'll sound real cutesy and we'll sell, but it doesn't taste like cupcake.
Yeah, we've always said that about their names. Though.
We've always said that. So cinnamon scone, that is not a scone.
No, I can't say it really tastes good though. They could have called that a cinnamon pancake. Something else. They could have called it anything else because a scone is a very specific thing. It's a really thin American biscuit-like textured pastry. It has nothing to do with
Well, it's not a pastry.
It's what would you call a biscuit? A bread? I guess it's a bread.
A bread, yeah.
Well, they
But
sell them at patisseries in the UK. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a biscuit-like flavor and texture. So I mean, it literally is like a biscuit, but they put like savory there, sweet things in it, like fruits and stuff like that. Whereas we just eat them with butter and gravy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
We love you put them with the jam and the cream, and they're absolutely fantastic.
Well, regardless of the name, it's a really good cookie. I like it. A lot.
The cinnamon, that cinnamon like buttercream mixture.
Yeah.
It tastes a lot like it does have a harsh cinnamon flavor, so it's not bad. I mean, I'm not saying that bad. It's I should say it's strong,
yeah.
not harsh. It has a strong cinnamon flavor. And when I first tried it, it kind of reminded me of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but then it didn't because it's not as sweet.
It's not as sweet. Yeah.
It's heavier on the cinnamon than it is with the sugar. It's not an equal balance, but it still is very, very sweet.
Well, if you want it, I don't know why you'd want to, but if you want it without the cinnamon, you could just knock that ball of frosting off, and there's no cinnamon in the actual cookie that I tasted.
Actually like it better without that.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
See, I like it with the frosting.
When I tasted it without, because the cinnamon was so strong, and that to me, it came across as a little it was a little harsh for me.
Yeah, see, I didn't get that.
So I like it better just the cookie without the frosting, which you could do because of the way they did it.
Yeah,
they
it's
put
just
it in the
a
middle,
ball on top.
so you don't have to have it on the rest of the cookie if you don't like it.
I like it together, but I liked it by itself too. So either way, if you spread that out a little bit and you don't have enough for the edges, you'll still enjoy the cookie. It's still really good. But it does remind you more of their cornbread flavor. It's buttery.
It does.
It's buttery. It kind of has that cornbready kind of flavor. It just doesn't have that gritty cornmeal texture.
Right. So with these, I would say when whoever is making them, I definitely don't think it's the same person writing up the description, because I do think they're just trying to put in words to get people to buy them. Or you need to manage your expectations, because that's not a scone at all, and it's not a cupcake at all. So you just need to know what you're getting into. But I think they're all very good cookies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with any of them.
No.
Yeah.
So which one is your least favorite? Which one would you never buy again?
Probably the cookie dough.
Okay, that's going to surprise, I think, people, because I think a lot of people like that.
It's okay. It was very dense for me, and it was just like basically just I don't know. It was just a kind of like a sugar cookie, and I'm not a fan of sugar cookies. So,
okay.
But I like the chocolate one because the chocolate frosting was strong enough to overcome that base sugar cookie flavor.
Okay, so which one do you think is the sweetest?
Probably the chocolate one or the lemon one, one of the two. Although lemon's balanced with that lemon flavor, so it's not super sweet.
It is a very sweet lemon, though.
But it is sweet. But it's not as sweet as like the pure on chocolate.
Right.
So I'm gonna say the chocolate's the sweetest.
Okay, all right.
So what do you think?
Oh, so which is your favorite?
Probably the chocolate. Or
Really?
the cinnamon one.
Well, you're in for a surprise with me. The one that I wouldn't get would be the chocolate.
Oh really? I like the chocolate.
It tastes like Dunkin' Hines to
But
me.
I like that.
I can go to Walmart and get a whole ton of it.
I agree, but it was still good.
It's good. I just that would be out of these 5, that would be the one. Okay, and then the one that I thought was the sweetest, I do think the lemon.
Like I said, the lemon's right up there. It's just got a little bit more of that lemon flavor.
My favorite one?
Monster.
No.
Maybe if they had more chocolate.
No, I think I'm gonna pick the cookie dough.
It was okay. It wasn't bad.
We're at polar opposites. You're saying you wouldn't get that. I'm saying I would.
And you're saying you wouldn't get the chocolate.
And he would. So, that just goes to show you that everybody has different opinions.
I think we both like the cinnamon one though.
I like the cookie itself. I just wouldn't eat the frosting. And I really do like the lemon.
I like the lemon too.
And I really do like the peanut butter. It's peanut butter. I don't get the M&M, but you might, at your location, you might get a ton of M&Ms in yours. So, what it boils down to on a lot of these reviews is we can tell you what happened at our location, but so many of you, especially with last week's video, told me that they completely messed up our
skillet cookie or whatever it was.
It was like oatmeal skillet or something.
Ours didn't even look like the picture. Somebody pointed out, it's like, yours don't even look like the picture on their website. Well, it's like, no, it was nowhere near.
So guess what? Not only did they mess up on the texture, because it was supposed to be whipped, they missed out on the flavor, because ours, I'm telling you, ours had no flavor in that mess at all. So, they just completely, so we can only tell you what's going on here.
Well, we can only tell you what's going on with the person that made it today.
Yeah.
The person this afternoon might be completely different.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, our person that made our monster might be completely different than who's there tonight. So yeah, you just never know. But we can give you like the basics of what it's supposed to be. So we try to do that. So I'll have lots of pictures for you at the end. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next week.